Today we're going to be talking about how to communicate to our partner while on our entrepreneur journey, or when we're starting a business, or maybe we already have a business. Something we need to understand is that our partner may not be of the same personality type as us. We might like to work hard, work late. We like to, sit on our laptop all the time, check emails. Maybe we're constantly on our phone, always coming up with new ideas. And our partner might be the total opposite. They might like to relax, watch movies, go shopping, and sometimes it can be a bit of a conflict of interest. Sometimes even for me, I'd like to sometimes do extra work, maybe make a YouTube video, and my partner would like to go for a walk. Now, how can we communicate to our partner is what we're going to cover in this video. Number one, some of the strategies that I like to use, firstly, is showing my partner what I'm working on. Now, this isn't just constantly talking about work. This is just regular updates, maybe once per day or once per week, about what I'm working on. Sometimes our partner can feel like we're just locked away in the garage, locked away in our office, our headphones are on, and we're not communicating at all. This can make them feel ignored and kind of unloved, like we're just working on this endless project and for some selfish ambition. But sometimes when we update our partner about what we're working on exactly, and maybe the reasoning behind why we're working on it, can be really important. For example, maybe you can explain to your partner that you're working on it for a certain level of financial freedom. Maybe you're working on it for a certain accomplishment that you've always wanted to do as a child, and maybe it's a lifelong goal of yours, and maybe explaining the reasoning behind it could make your partner understand a little bit more why you lock yourself away for so many hours. Number two, keep your time allocated. I like to separate life, such as relaxing, walking, playing with my dog, going for a drive, enjoying a nice dinner out, and work. I know some people like to mix the two, but I personally don't really try not to, I should say. If my partner was watching this, they'd probably said, yes, you do. Now, of course, life never ends, just like work sometimes never ends. But try to keep them separate. Try to understand that when you're in your office, maybe that is the time that you're allocated and you'll be alone. Maybe you can communicate to your partner that I need this 2 hours to run this business successfully. If you explain what you're working on, I'm very confident that your partner will have an appreciation for what you do and be able to work with you and not against you. Another piece of advice is don't lie. This is something that I've seen countless times from business owners where they're stuck in a meeting and they tell their partner, I'm on my way home, I promise. This isn't the case. Communicate to them. The meeting has gone a bit long. I don't think I'm going to make it home for dinner. However, this is when you can negotiate. However, tomorrow, I'm not going to work at all to make up for the hours that we lost today. We're going to go to a special dinner, you and me. Is this okay? Now, by allowing them to give you an answer, such as, is this okay? Or them to maybe come back with some negotiations of their own, such as, no, this keeps happening, we need to have a talk, can be quite important. Instead of telling them what the solution is, ask them. Say, do you think I work too much? Do you want to go through what I'm working on? Can we come up with a negotiation that both parties are happy with? And often as an entrepreneur, we can kind of push what we want onto our partner. This I don't think is the right way. Now, these are just some steps, such as, keeping some distance, as I said, communicating why you are working on something, and also just allocating time that your partner knows you'll be available after a certain amount of, perhaps a project is finished, or perhaps a certain amount of hours per day have passed. And I find these to be quite effective, and I found them in my personal experience as a young entrepreneur to be quite good at communicating with my partner. Now, these are, of course, just my opinion, so feel free to do what works for you, or of course, you can write your suggestions in the comments below. That'd be much appreciated. I could go into more detail and obviously break down each of these, but this is just a little video to inspire and kind of give you another way of thinking about perhaps how our behavior could affect our partner and how that inadvertently could control and affect our business.